Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants.
I'm Sandy Kreisberg, the HBS guru.
And we're here with Handicapping Your MBA Odds. Today's candidate is a 26-year-old white male. He's a college hockey player. 740 GMAT, really impressive. 3.3 GPA from a top 20 liberal arts college in New England. We don't know which school that is. He spent 2 years at a financial technology company, mainly doing work for hedge funds, and the past 2 years in a boutique management consulting firm. This guy wants to be a strategy consultant for the technology industry, and he has an elite group of schools that he would love to go to: Wharton, Kellogg, Columbia, Yale, Tuck, and Haas. What do you think?
This is an interesting candidate. 740 GMAT is great. The hockey is acceptable. The 3.3 from a top 20 New England liberal arts school, as I often say, your GPA can really hurt you. It's more important than anybody ever admits. So that's one issue that you have to consider with this guy. How much trouble is that 3.3 going to cost him? His work history is boutique-y and niche-y. His first job was doing some kind of sophisticated IT for hedge funds.
Hedge funds, right.
And his second job was, he describes it as boutique management, where he was performing data analysis to increase asset utilization.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. My advice to this guy is to get that in more user-friendly terms. Okay?
Got a promotion after 6 months, expects another promotion soon.
Good luck. Schools, as I've said many times, have a hard time reading the careers of people who work for known companies. These sound like niche companies, boutique companies. It's very important in your application to try and stress how selective they are, how important they are, and what they do. That might be a real problem. On the other hand, what the guy has done is been very businessy, it's been very focused, and he's got a consistent story of being at the intersection of analysis, data, hedge funds, and corporate development or something. So all those things are good.
Actually, you know, you're kind of mentioning one of the dirty little secrets of admissions, right?
You're beginning to talk like me.
Ah, there you go. It is a dirty little secret, though, that admissions committees are risk adverse.
Yes.
And what they want is they want a firm like a McKinsey or a Goldman who they know has a rigorous screening process for applicants.
Yeah, that's right, John.
Because then they know that they went through that, they got through the filter. When they hear about a company that they don't know about, they're not so sure.
They don't know if this boutique company was your uncle's company or whatever. They might respect that, but what they really respect is when you say, I work for Byrne Consulting, and they say, gee, when you graduated Yale, 20 people applied to Byrne, and Byrne gave a very close look at those 20 people and hired 7 of them. That's a judgment they trust, because the business schools in Byrne and McKinsey and BCG, they kind of think along these same lines.
And Sandy, I want to go back to the low GPA, because I think that's a problem that a lot of kids might have. A 3.3 in my day was a good grade. But in this age of grade inflation, maybe not so good, where we had the Harvard College Dean admitting that the median grade at the school was now an A. So how do you combat a low GPA? Do you basically fess up and say, hey, I had a good time? Or what do you do?
I'm not going to say it, but it's blank, blank, and die.
Of course, it helps to have a high GMAT, and he does have a high GMAT.
Yeah, good point.
Okay?
Good point.
Right.
Good point. 740 GMAT is going to buy this guy a lot, particularly if his quant score is high. This is a guy schools will be willing to take a chance on. And he doesn't identify Harvard and Stanford. I think he knows that he's not going to get in there. They're not going to take a chance on him. Wharton, with very perfect execution, might take a chance on this guy.
Yeah.
So let's get into the odds part. I'd say his odds at Wharton are 30%. It depends on a lot of it depends on what they think of those companies he works for.
And Columbia?
Columbia is become very stats oriented. He's up their alley, so they'll give him a break for that. I'd say his chances at Columbia are 30 to 35, 30 to 40%.
Okay, Kellogg, and I should add, he was a joint econ and philosophy major. Philosophy might really go well at Kellogg.
Philosophy and hockey is a Kellogg duo, yeah. I think Kellogg has been known to take a chance on people. I'll be honest, this is not the kind of guy they like taking a chance on. Given the choice between someone who said, I've got a low GPA because I was passionate about sculpting, or someone who said I got a low GPA because I was captain of the hockey team, they would go with the sculptor. So I think his chances at Kellogg are 30 to 40%.
Okay, Tuck. That hockey thing is going to play in real big here.
Tuck might go for this guy. They're selective, they're small. I think his chances at Tuck, if he goes up there and they like him, are 40 to 50%.
And they play hockey in Hanover, New Hampshire, and they like a guy who actually received a leadership award playing hockey. So how about Berkeley?
Berkeley, just take the guy because he's got a 740 GMAT. He's got a very solid career, and I think he's going to be employable, which is something that all schools look for, but schools outside of the top 3 really look for.
And his final school, Yale.
Yale might go for this guy. He's contra. Yale is attempting to pivot into more people like this at the intersection of analysis, data, hedge funds, IT. It's all boring stuff. That's what they're trying to become.
All right. Well, Sandy, thank you, and thank you, Mr. Hockey. Good luck to all you applicants out there.
Serious boring stuff.
Good luck to all your applicants out there, and if you would like an analysis, send us your profile and your stats, and Sandy may pick you next. Thank you.